Hollywood stars once captivated millions with their flawless beauty in a world of glamour and flashing lights. However, some Hollywood stars have chosen to embrace aging and no longer try to hide the changes that time brings. They have realized that true beauty doesn't rely on youth, but on the ability to live authentically and accept the changes of the body. However, many others behind this dazzling exterior have a past filled with extravagant parties, sleepless nights of drinking, gambling, and numerous romantic scandals. This decadent lifestyle has subtly altered their features, turning them from famous beauty icons into the sorrowful shadows of their former selves. These celebrities have changed significantly after wild parties and carefree living. Yet, they remain recognizable, despite the scars left by scandals and time. Let's take a closer look at this sooner rather than later, to see that although time and life have left their marks, maturity and acceptance can bring a unique kind of beauty. Elizabeth Taylor exuded charm and elegance with her stunning violet eyes. However, few know that behind the glamour was a life full of turmoil, marked by countless self-destructive choices and a lavish lifestyle, along with 8 controversial marriages, including 2 to actor Richard Burton. These marriages made her quickly famous while also angering the public due to their wild actions and scandals. This romance led her into a downward spiral of addiction. Her once beautiful face was forever damaged by her carefree lifestyle, lavish parties, and early alcohol use. As Taylor entered middle age, she suffered from chronic pain and became dependent on opiates due to injuries sustained while shooting. Eventually, drug abuse took over. Beyond the wrinkles, her face also showed the effects of heavy drug use and ongoing pain. Taylor's life became more scarred with each failed marriage, and she turned to drugs and alcohol to numb the pain. In the 1980s, she sought rehabilitation at the Betty Ford Center twice. Taylor's once stunning beauty had now faded. Her bright eyes became tired and hollow, and her skin became rough. Her face, once a symbol of timeless beauty, now bore the scars of a glamorous yet tumultuous life. She aged into her later years, becoming a symbol of the destruction caused by a carefree lifestyle and the pressures of fame. A silent reflection on the passing of a star can be found in the last photos of Elizabeth Taylor. Loni Anderson, the blonde queen of the 1970s, won many hearts with her radiant smile and regal elegance. However, as attention faded, Anderson became obsessed with maintaining her youthful appearance. She didn't lead the lavish partying lifestyle of Elizabeth Taylor, but she underwent several dangerous plastic surgeries to maintain her look. She spent thousands of dollars on breast lifts, facelifts, and skin-tightening surgeries to keep her youthful appearance, as every sign of aging became a burden. Reports say Loni injected fillers and other procedures to improve facial features, but the surgeries significantly changed her appearance, weakening her natural beauty. Her once plump lips lost their softness, and her face began to stiffen. Her famous smile lost its emotion, and her once smooth skin changed into a very different version of herself. Loni also had a tumultuous personal life, with her marriage to star Burt Reynolds being shocking and filled with challenges. Lonnie turned to cosmetic surgery to control her life due to personal struggles and the need to maintain her reputation, but the result was a face that her audience found strange and unnatural. The regrettable changes to Lonnie Anderson's face serve as a clear reminder of what happens when people desperately try to preserve youth at any cost. Jane Russell, the sexy icon of Hollywood in the 1940s, was famous for her perfect figure and intense appeal. Her life was full of ups and downs, but it was not destroyed by excess like some of her peers. Instead, time and loss gradually wore her down. She became deeply saddened and turned to alcohol as a numbing agent after the death of her second husband in the late 1960s. Her appearance deteriorated as drinking became a daily habit. Her bright eyes grew dull and her skin lost its softness. Despite many setbacks in her acting career, Jane was able to maintain her reputation as a strong woman. However, facing loneliness and health issues later in life caused significant emotional and physical damage. Jane Russell required family care in her later years due to respiratory issues and her declining health. Fans felt deep regret for a movie star who had once been a beauty icon, now showing the visible effects of aging and the sadness of a difficult life. Farrah Fawcett, one of Hollywood's most notable beauty icons in the 1970s, was the epitome of the lively and alluring California girl. She became the face of American beauty with her signature big hair and radiant smile. Her famous red bikini poster became one of the best-selling images, leaving a deep impression on viewers for many years. However, life did not provide Farrah with a happy ending. After being diagnosed with cancer in 2006, her battle with the debilitating disease became the focal point of her life. Besides enduring unbearable pain, Farrah underwent numerous rounds of radiation and chemotherapy. Her body and appearance remained somewhat intact due to these harsh treatments, and Farrah decided to make a film titled Farrah's Story to document her battle with cancer. The world watched as her once beautiful face gradually weakened due to the disease and the effects of the treatments. Farrah's glowing face began to pale, her eyes lost their brightness, and her skin became ashen. In 2009, Farrah finally passed away, leaving a deep sense of loss for her fans. The cancer had destroyed her health and appearance, leaving the image of a once beautiful icon a mere memory. Raquel Welch, a beauty queen of the 1960s with over 50 notable roles and undeniable fame, became a cultural icon with her performance in 1 Million Years BC, where she wore a fur bikini, making her appear strong, sensual, and authoritative. However, Alzheimer's disease and time have changed this. Raquel began to face the physical and mental challenges of Alzheimer's as she grew older. Her memory deteriorated because of the disease, ultimately stealing precious memories of her life and remarkable career. Her once beautiful eyes are now just a distant, sorrowful gaze, and her skin has become dry and saggy due to the disease's toll on her beauty, which once captured the hearts of her fans. It's hard to believe that the once healthy physique has now become frail. But Alzheimer's is a relentless disease. Raquel has distanced herself from the spotlight, which was once a defining feature of her fame, by living reclusively and no longer attending public gatherings she once deeply cherished. Her image now remains as a relic from a bygone era of beauty. Goldie Hawn's youthful appearance and cheerful attitude made her a famous face in Hollywood. Famous since the 1970s for her comedic performances and charming beauty, Goldie still attracts attention in her 70s. She remains full of life and never stops smiling, unlike many other celebrities her age. However, a deeper look may reveal that even Goldie cannot escape aging. Her face has been marked by time, with noticeable wrinkles around her forehead and eyes, and her once mischievous, sparkling eyes now appear more contemplative. Goldie's refusal to undergo cosmetic surgery to hide her age has set her apart, making her stand out in a society filled with manufactured beauty standards because she has chosen to live authentically and embrace the changes that come with aging. Fans still wonder how long Goldie can maintain her youthful appearance. Will she follow other celebrities into plastic surgery, or will she continue to defy Hollywood's demands to maintain her natural beauty? The answer remains unknown, but for now, Goldie Hawn is a living example of enduring beauty, even more radiant with age, proving the resilience of aging, accepting change, and remaining youthful. For many years, Barbara Stanwyck stood out in the American film industry as a bold and powerful Hollywood star. She captivated audiences with her beauty and strong, resilient personality, qualities few women of her time could showcase. She held powerful roles and emotional depth throughout her 60-year career. Barbara gave memorable performances in films like Stella Dallas and Double Indemnity. She became a symbol for a generation of resilient stars and embodied the independent pure beauty era. However, no one is immune, not even the strongest, as they grow older and face the changes that time brings. Her once sharp face now bears deep wrinkles, sagging skin, and her once vibrant eyes have become somewhat brittle. Unlike many other celebrities who have turned to plastic surgery, Barbara bravely accepted her aging body and remained strong. The public continues to view Barbara as a star and a strong woman who lived authentically and courageously in her later years. Her inner strength and demeanor replaced youthful beauty, presenting fans with an image of a woman who is both challenging and sensitive. Jane Fonda, the actress famous for her perseverance and ever-evolving style throughout her life, comes from a famous family that had a significant impact on her personal life and career. Jane has always maintained a perfect figure and sharp beauty throughout her decades-long career and legendary performances. However, maintaining this was not instinctual. She frequently underwent cosmetic surgery to maintain a youthful appearance after many decades of fame in Hollywood, opting for procedures to reverse the effects of aging, such as facelifts, Botox injections, and wrinkle treatments. Despite these methods, they couldn't fully conceal the signs of aging. Though her face remains alluring, it no longer appears as natural as before, as wrinkles and tension sometimes make her face appear stiff and almost like a statue. Jane Fonda is a living example of the struggle against aging and the unrelenting search for youth she continues to pursue. She is a strong woman, determined to follow her path and never abandon her independence. Despite the dangers of certain cosmetic procedures, the audience remains curious about how long Jane will try to maintain her attractiveness. Eleanor Parker embodied refined beauty and aristocratic grace. The actress was most well known for her role as the Baroness in The Sound of Music. Through a series of performances on screen, Eleanor captured the hearts of audiences with her harmonious face and delicate appeal. She possessed a unique personality representing a beauty that was refined, yet strong. However, her radiant beauty faded as the spotlight dimmed and old age beckoned. She did not turn to cosmetic surgery or other modern beauty techniques to preserve her youth, unlike many of her contemporaries. Eleanor chose to accept the unavoidable signs of aging instead. Her face became wrinkled, her skin lost its smoothness, and her tired eyes bore witness to a life lived calmly and simply, not striving for Hollywood's shallowness. Despite losing some of its luster, Eleanor Parker's face still radiates grandeur and beauty. Admirers see beauty in her maturity, in a life full of ups and downs but never succumbing to the demands of time. Eleanor is a living example of eternal beauty, not based on perfect looks, but on elegance and confidence. Rhonda Fleming, the queen of Technicolor in the 1940s and 1950s, was a unique beauty with dazzling looks and emerald green eyes. Rhonda turned every appearance into a work of art with every color film, making it impossible for viewers to look away due to her inherent beauty. She quickly became one of the most sought-after beauty icons of Hollywood. Her roles in iconic films like Spellbound by Alfred Hitchcock made Rhonda Fleming one of the standout stars of the 1940s and 1950s. However, as she entered middle age, Rhonda began to worry about her allure, especially as Hollywood's beauty standards grew harsher. She started a dangerous path of cosmetic surgery to maintain her youthful appearance. The irreversible changes grew with each procedure. Her face quickly lost its natural beauty due to Botox and facelifts, becoming stiff and unfamiliar. Her recognizable green eyes no longer sparkled with the same vitality and now seemed lifeless. Rhonda Fleming's face modifications warn of the price to pay for Hollywood's demanding youth and perfection. Rhonda lamented her former image as she went from a symbol of natural beauty to a painful illustration of the consequences of excessive cosmetic surgery. Faye Dunaway, the actress who made waves in Bonnie and Clyde as Bonnie, became a Hollywood icon with her sharp beauty and captivating personality. Beyond being a symbol of rebellion, Faye was admired for her extravagant fashion style and choice of noteworthy roles that kept her audience glued to her performances in Chinatown. However, like all stars, time and illness were not compassionate. Faye began facing health problems as she aged, with illnesses leaving her exhausted, skin no longer youthful, and wrinkles clearly marking the passage of time. She turned to cosmetic procedures as a coping mechanism, but the results were not as expected. Her face became stiffer due to these surgeries, and at times her emotions appeared forced. Time and the demands of fame gradually eroded her dazzling, glamorous image from the past. While Faye Dunaway still appeared at public gatherings, she was no longer the rebellious Hollywood star, but rather a reflection of time's influence and aging. With her curvy figure and platinum blonde hair, Jane Mansfield, the sex symbol of Hollywood in the 1950s, embodied fiery and alluring beauty. Jane cleverly attracted attention with her bold appearance, sometimes pushing the boundaries and beyond the call of duty. She quickly became famous for her daring fashion style and confidence in every step. While Marilyn Monroe built her image on grace, Jane instantly became a competing sex symbol and attracted attention from Hollywood. However, behind the sparkling spotlight, Jane led a tumultuous personal life. She had no regrets about attracting favorable and unfavorable attention, and was one of the first celebrities to openly admit appearing in Playboy. But this defiance led to controversies, from strained relationships to enormous debts. Eventually, Jane lost control as she fell into a hedonistic lifestyle of never-ending parties. Her beauty withered as the lavish lifestyle gradually ruined her body and soul. Tragic events occurred in 1967 when Jane, at 34, lost her life in a horrific car accident. Her brief yet turbulent existence ended abruptly, shocking both Hollywood and her followers. Her image, with dazzling beauty and sensational personal stories, continues to serve as a grim reminder of the catastrophic consequences of a wild lifestyle. Jessica Lange is one of Hollywood's most distinguished actresses, with a career spanning decades, praised for her exceptional acting skills and versatility. With sharp beauty and an alluring presence, Lange captivated audiences in King Kong, Tootsie, and later in American Horror Story. However, even a star as luminous as Jessica cannot stop the passage of time. Her face has gradually begun to show signs of aging, including deep wrinkles around her eyes and forehead and sagging skin. Fans have noticed significant changes, although Jessica has restrained from altering her appearance excessively. Rather than diminish these changes, they have made her even more beautifully profound. Jessica never hides the fact that she is aging. Instead, she embraces her role in showcasing strength and maturity. She continues to shine in style even after her golden years have passed, proving that beauty comes from depth and character, not youth. One of Hollywood's darkest stories is about Barbara Payton, a talented beauty icon who captivated audiences but had a self-destructive and sad life. In the 1950s, Barbara was a rising star, playing major roles in several films and mesmerizing viewers with her alluring personality and radiant beauty behind the glitz and glamour. However, her life began to spiral downward as she made poor choices and succumbed to the dangerous temptations of Hollywood. Barbara dove into drinking, became caught up in the party lifestyle, and soon found herself in scandalous romantic entanglements. Her hedonistic lifestyle and drug addiction quickly diminished her appeal, transforming her from a stunning beauty to a lady in decline. Her complexion became pale, and her eyes lost their shine due to the damage caused by drugs and alcohol. Fans lamented the lost beauty due to her reckless lifestyle, as every wrinkle and sign of deterioration became evident. Barbara's private life worsened, and she was forced to live alone in poverty. She lost her beauty, fame, and confidence. When Barbara Payton died in 1967 at 39, her unhappy life ended in darkness. Her story serves as a serious reminder of the dire consequences of a turbulent life and Hollywood's dangerous temptations, reminding us that fame and beauty are often fleeting and quickly fade. Shirley MacLaine, the veteran actress, once captivated audiences with her distinctive beauty and powerful charm throughout her decades-long career. Her face now shows undeniable signs of aging. With deep performances in beloved films like Steel Magnolias, Shirley built a remarkable career and gained millions of fans. However, even the strongest women cannot escape the effects of aging. Deep wrinkles, sagging skin, and once sharp eyes now reflect aspects of old age. Shirley decided to let her face change naturally, reflecting the years she spent in the spotlight of Hollywood instead of resorting to plastic surgery like many of her contemporaries. She believes that every line and wrinkle on her face is a reminder of her long experience in the industry. Those who admire Shirley today view her as a talented actress who embraced the changes in her appearance with poise and resilience, now seen as a symbol of strength, talent, and perseverance in a society that demands perfection. And that brings us to the end of our journey through the stars of Hollywood, who once captivated millions with their perfect beauty and wild lifestyles. But the marks of time and the changes from their decadent lives have transformed them into examples of maturity and embracing aging. Instead of hiding the signs of time, they've learned to live authentically and shine through their growth. So, what about you? Do you feel that embracing age is a way to shine in a different light? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss our next video. See you in the next one.